My friends, let us be honest about what the Second Amendment truly says and what it was written to protect. For too long, its meaning has been twisted into something the framers never intended, blanket license for every individual to amass private arsenals. That is not history, that is not law. And it is certainly not the careful, deliberate purpose of the Constitution's drafters. Look first at the words themselves. A well-regulated militia, being necessary to the security of a free state. That is not casual language, that is not the language of hunting in the woods or guarding one's cabin door. It is the language of collective defense of citizens organized in service to their state. And when we examine the founding era, the truth becomes even clearer. Scholars who scour 18th century texts tell us that to bear arms was overwhelmingly a military phrase. To bear arms meant to march, to muster, to serve in the militia. It did not mean to sling a rifle over one's shoulder while shopping in the marketplace. The framers had one pressing fear, the threat of a federal standing army, a permanent force that could crush state independence. The anti-federalists in particular railed against this danger. Their answer was simple: keep alive the people's militias, well-regulated, ready to defend liberty without relying on professional soldiers. The Second Amendment was their guarantee that those citizen soldiers would not be swept aside. And let us not forget, the founding generation did not treat firearms as sacred, untouchable possessions, quite the opposite. Colonies and states imposed registration requirements. They mandated militia service. They dictated how weapons were to be stored. Regulation was everywhere, and it coexisted perfectly with the Second Amendment because everyone understood the amendment for what it was: a military provision, not a personal indulgence. So let us cast aside this modern myth that the Constitution enshrined an unlimited right of individual armament. It did not. The framers never intended it. The text does not support it. The history does not support it. The Second Amendment was written for the security of the state, not for the stockpiling of private weapons. If we are to be faithful to the Constitution, if we are to be faithful to the wisdom of those who framed it, then we must restore the Second Amendment to its rightful place. A safeguard for legitimate, organized military defense, and nothing more.